As you might know from my other videos, I moved here from Long Island, New York a few years ago without ever visiting the area or knowing the neighborhoods for that matter, and bought a home sight unseen. That is how much I wanted to escape New York's high cost of living. While I got lucky finding the right neighborhood that I absolutely love, I would not recommend buying a home sight unseen to everyone. That is why in this video, I'll be reviewing the 7 best neighborhoods in Myrtle Beach so you can get a detailed understanding of what each area has to offer, and we're gonna get after it right now. So why are these neighborhoods on the list? Full disclosure, these aren't the only great neighborhoods in Myrtle Beach. There are plenty of fantastic areas to consider, each with its unique charm and benefits. But I picked these based on what my clients have been looking for over the past few years. These are the spots where I've spent the most time showing homes and helping my clients to relocate to because they check all of their boxes. Hopefully they'll check all of yours as well. They offer great school ratings, plenty of amenities, and a family-friendly atmosphere. They're conveniently located near shops, beaches, attractions, hospitals, plus there's a variety of homes with different price points, so there's something for everyone. We're gonna kick things off with the neighborhoods with the lowest medium prices and work our way up to the ones with the highest. So the first community that we're going to look at, again, working our way from the lowest medium price point to the highest, is a place, a D.R. Horton community. The homes we're going to be looking at here are going to be a little older, relatively speaking, to the whole community, the whole area as a whole in Carolina Forest. It is an older community, so you could get a home that was built in 2006, but we're going to take a look at a couple of homes. There are only a few that are currently on the market. I believe there's 2, but we're going to take a look at those so you can get an idea of what's available in the area. If you haven't heard of the farms at Carolina Forest, it is an awesome place. It is actually a farm theme, like a lifestyle, like wherever you go, they have the barns. I'll show you in a second. The amenity center, the facility there, it looks like a barn. You know, it's red, looks like a barn. The gym is inside that building, and then you have the pool behind it, and I'll show you that in a second, as I mentioned. But it's really nice, and one of the things that I love about it, and most people love about this community, is the fact that you're surrounded by trees. The biggest complaint when people purchase homes in a new community is that they tear down all the trees. There aren't enough trees around. Well, not in this community, as we're going to look at. Before we get to that, just wanted to show you exactly where the farms is located. So the farms is located right here. I'll just draw that out for you. It is located right here, and you are going to be right next to International Drive, and you're going to have Carolina Bays Parkway 31, which runs north and south, and you're going to be just a few, if I clear this up here, you're going to be just maybe like 15 to 20 minutes away from the beach, right over the Robert Moses Parkway, and you can come right through 17 and then down one of these side streets right here down towards the beach. So you're not too far from the beach, but the good thing is you have this buffer zone here, the intracoastal waterway, which keeps you away from the Myrtle Beach city limits. And sometimes, honestly, if there is an event going on within the city limits here of Myrtle Beach, you really don't notice it unless you have to drive to that area, because you are kind of like, that's like the dividing line there. In Carolina Forest and Myrtle Beach. Even though Myrtle Beach, Carolina Forest is within Myrtle Beach, it's not within the city limits. So this is Carolina Forest here. You're going to have all your shops. You're going to have your public stores very close by right here. You're going to have great taverns here. your pharmacies, your Lowe's food right over here, right up and down International Drive. You're also going to have clinics right next to International Drive as well. You have the 𝗬𝗠𝗿𝗄 Carolina Forest campus here. You have your urology clinics here. You have your oral surgeries here. And again, Carolina Forest, you have dental care, Bojangles. I mean, anything you may want, you're going to find it here. So just to give you, zoom on out here real quick. You're going to, if you wanted to get from one side of Carolina Forest, so Carolina Forest would be considered all this here. This is Carolina Forest. You're going to be, you would take Carolina Forest Boulevard if you wanted to get from International Drive to 501, where you do have more big box stores all along 501. You're going to have your Tanger's Outlet. You're going to have, again, your Kohl's, your Aldi's, and all that good stuff. It's all going to be located there. So you're kind of sandwiched in between, but you're going to be closer to International Drive. You shouldn't have a problem finding whatever you may be looking for on International Drive. Again, we have Food Lines, Publix, and all that good stuff. And also you're going to be close to, you know, all the attractions in Myrtle Beach. So if you wanted to take a trip to Myrtle Beach, you're very close by. You're going to be close to Broadway at the beach, which is a very popular spot, which is right here. Let me just put the satellite view on. You're going to be close to Broadway at the beach, which is right here. This is Broadway at the beach right here. So you're going to be close to all these amenities. You're going to be close to the Broadway Grand Prix, which is right here, all along 17. And this is just to give you an idea. This is where you would be located, right up here. And you're still going to have access to all this down there as well. You're going to be close to it all, whether it's medical facilities, attractions, shopping. You're going to be just minutes away from each of those. Now, if we zoom on in really quick here, and I will overlay some B-roll footage, some drone footage that I shot during this presentation. So this is the farms here, satellite view. You're going to have the schools here. We're going to be going over the school ratings in a second, but you're going to have your elementary school right here, and you're going to have your middle school right next door. So you can pretty much take your golf cart and drop your kids off at school if you'd like. It is a golf cart community, but this is the community, and this is what I'm talking about. You're surrounded by trees and lakes here. I mean, it's really a nice area, nice feel when you're surrounded by trees. You feel like you have a little force field there protecting you. But they do have 2 pools in this community. They have a clubhouse, a playground. We'll zoom on in here. This is the pool right here, and this is the playground. You do have a basketball court, ample parking here. And as I mentioned, this is what the amenity center looks like. It looks like a barn, which is pretty awesome. And let me see if I can do a street view. Here we go. So you get a street view of what it looks like here at the farms. And as I was mentioning, you're surrounded by trees here. Let me see if I can get a better view of the amenity center here. I will overlay some drone footage, so don't worry. Just wanted to show you what it's like to drive around this community. And you're going to be surrounded by trees and lakes. And these are the types of homes that you can expect to see in this community. Again, this is a DR hunting community. The homes here are going to be a little older in relatively to the new constructions in Myrtle Beach. You know, they're building this whole place up, but it's going to be a much older, but you could possibly get a deal on some of these houses and stuff like that. But as I mentioned, there are only 2 available right now, which we're going to take a look at in a second. But I wanted to show you the other pool. So they have 2 pools here. They have another pool right here. It's a much smaller pool, but if you don't want to, if you live closer to this pool, this would be ideal for you. This is the other pool here, and I will overlay some drone footage of this pool as well. so you get an idea of what it looks like from the air. But this would be your second pool at the farms. Something I wanted to show you too is the entryway. It's really nice here when you first come in. And let me see if we can zoom on in. So as you go on in, again, you get that farm-like feel of this community. They have a little water tower there, and this is what it feels like to drive into this community. Right there. And I want to show you the other entryway. There's a couple of ways you can get into this community. The other entryway would be right over here. Is it right here? So we zoom on in, we go into this community here, we go into this entryway. This is the other entryway here. As you can see, it says the farms. And this is another access point into the community. And there is one more way to get into this community, and it is right over here. This is my favorite way to go get in. It's really nice. You have the water. You have a water fountain that sprays water there, and this is the other way you can get into this community right here. If it lets me go in, oh, won't let me go in. But guess what? I'll put some drone footage of this area here. Again, they have the water tower there, and really nice entryways. Really gives you a feel that you're going into a very nice community. Again, surrounded by trees and all that good stuff. But this is the aerial view again. And one more time, this is the Carolina Forest Parkway. This is going to take you from International Drive to 501. And again, these are all your shops right here. You're going to have your Food Lion there, your strip mall here. You're going to have sushi, pizza, you name it. They have a urgent care right here, right along River Oaks Drive. And let me see. Let me go in here. Oh, there we go. So you're going to have your sushi, your optical gallery if you need glasses, haircut. You can get a haircut there. There is a cigar place here that I am a member of. I do have a locker here, a big cigar guy right here. White Ash cigars, awesome. If you're into cigars, you can go in there and smell. They have a nice little lounge there. But you also have your Food Lion here. You have a bar and grill here. So again, you're gonna have tons of places to go out and enjoy the area. So now I wanted to talk about the price ranges and also the HOA. So before we get to the price ranges, let's discuss the HOA. So you get two pools in this community. You get two pools, and the HOA is $100 a month, and the median price point in this community, in the subdivision, is $319,000, and that is down 3.3% year over year from last May of 2023. So prices have come down a bit in this area. And something that I like to show people is the list to sale price in this area. So the list to sale price, what that means is if it's 100, that means that most sellers are getting the asking price of what they're listing their home at. So if they listed at 350, they get an offer at 350, sometimes above it. But if a lot of homes in the area are getting above asking, so the list to sale price range from 100 to 102. I've seen it as high when I was doing real estate in New York, which I'm still currently doing. I am still licensed up there, but when I was doing real estate up there during COVID, the list to sell price I've seen it as high as 104. So that meant that homes were selling way over asking. Here, the list to sale price is 98.2, which means that sellers are getting a bit below asking price. So that really bodes well for purchasers and buyers that are looking to purchase a home, because there's more negotiating room in purchasing a home. So before we get to the homes that are on the market, I want to discuss the schools. Again, I had mentioned that the schools are located here. Here we go. So you got 𝗏𝗆𝗵 Elementary, which is located right here. And according to niche.com, it is rated an A. Then you have 𝗏𝗆𝗵 Middle right here, right next door. And again, these two schools are right outside the farms, which is why a lot of people that live here it's a big family area, because the kids can walk to school, ride their bikes to school, or you can drop them off in your golf cart, however you feel what you want to do it. But 𝗏𝗆𝗵 Middle is rated an A as well. And then you have Carolina Forest High School. That's going to be on the other side of 15, on the other side of Carolina Forest. So you do have to drive to the high school, unfortunately, but it is going to be on this side right here. If I can find it, it's right up here. Here we go. So this is Carolina Forest High School. So it's going to be on 501, closer to 501, not International Drive. So you would have to drive to drop them off. But the school is rated an A-. So all the schools in that area are rated an A, average an A. So it's a pretty good school district. So now let's look at to see what the two homes that are currently available on the market. This one is listed at $369,000. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. The square footage on this is 2,260 feet. So if you're looking to purchase a home in this area, let me know. We're always available to, have a Zoom call, and I will do exactly what I'm doing here. We'll go over the market stats and, all the information that you may need. We can go over that stuff on the Zoom call to make you, the most informed buyer on the market. So this is one of the homes that's available currently on the market. And again, the HOA here is $100 a month. So these are again, some people want the trees. They love the trees. They love the shade, especially down here. It gets hot in the summer. So that's an added bonus, having trees and a lot of shade. And the next home that's available currently on the market is this one here. This one's listed at $367,000, a little over $367,000, and it is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath home. It's 2,431 square feet. So you get a really big home, nice, decent sized home with somewhat of a backyard. If we can get a picture of the backyard here. Sorry, I'm going so quickly here, but again, if you want more information, I can sit down with you and do this during a Zoom call. They got a decent sized backyard as well. And this is another aerial shot of the pool, basketball court, and the playground. And again, you're very close to the beach. You're not going to be too far. You're going to be 15 to 20 minutes away from the beach. So the next community we're going to take a look at is a Berkshire Forest, and this is where it's located right here. I drew it out for you here. It's kind of an odd looking shape, but this is what it is. So this is a Pulte home, Centex home community here for the newer homes. Some of the older homes, I don't know who the builders were, but there are older homes here. You're going to get a combination of townhomes here, some condos, and residential homes. Something that I really like about this community, again, is the amenity center. They do offer you a community pool, clubhouse, playground, a lazy river, tennis court. You're allowed to drive in a golf cart if you like. And the HOA in this community is $102 a month. And we're going to be going over the medium sale price and the list to sale price in the schools. But before we get to that, as with the farms, the last community we took a look at, you're going to be situated. So the farms the farms is located here, and you're going to be located here in relation to the farm. So you're going to be close to the farm and close to the same amenities that I went over with the farms on the farm portion of this video. You're going to be close to 501 and International Drive, where you're going to have your 𝗵𝗁𝗀 hospital here and clinics here. You're also going to have your Conway Medical, your Conway Hospital up here as well. So you have your options again of going to Conway Medical, which is right here, or the 𝗵𝗁𝗀 Hospital, which is going to be on International Drive. Again, the option is yours, but the good thing is you're going to be close to whatever you may be looking at, whether it's Publix on this side or Publix on that side. Whichever one you want to go to, you can. You're going to have access to all that, all through the same highway that we spoke about during the farms portion of this video, Carolina Forest Boulevard. It's going to take you from one side to the other of Carolina Forest, and you're going to be again having this buffer zone of the intracoastal waterway away from the Myrtle Beach city limits. You're going to be about the same distance away, about 15 to 20 minutes depending on traffic, to the beach area and to all the attractions that Myrtle Beach has to offer. For instance, Broadway at the beach is going to be close by as well. If I can get my mouse out of the way there, you're going to have access to all the attractions that Myrtle Beach has to offer. You're going to be close to the wave park. There's a wave park here. Again, Broadway at the beach. I did go over that during the farms portion of this. Golfing. I mean, you name it, you're going to be close to it all. You're also going to be close to the mall. The airport's right there close by. You're going to be close to the mall as well, which is located, where are you, mall? Here you go. The Coastal Grand Mall, which is right here. So you're going to be close to that. The only thing that's going to change in the schools, which you're going to go over now, is the fact that you're going to be going to, instead of the Carolina Forest Elementary School, because you are situated here, you're going to be going to the River Oaks Elementary School, so this is the community here. Right in here, this is the community, and the elementary school is right here, so it's closer. The elementary school is going to be closer to you here, but the only drawback is living here that you are going to have to drive. And you can't take your golf cart to go to the other school. It would be the same schools as those residing in the farm, which it's a little bit of a drive. Not bad, not too far, but it's not going to be as close as living in the farm, which is going to be Ocean Bay Elementary and Ocean Bay Middle. I meant Ocean Bay Middle and Ocean Bay Elementary. Got that screwed up there. But the only one that's going to change is this one here, River Oaks Elementary, and they, according to niche.com, they graded an A-. We already went through the school ratings for Ocean Bay Middle, which was an A, and Carolina Forest High School, which is an A-. So we already went through that in the previous video. So now we're going to take a look at the stats, and we're going to check to see what homes are selling for in this area in Berkshire Forest. And as I always like to say, real estate can be hyper-local. So the market can change from subdivision to subdivision. So that's why it's very important, if you are looking to purchase a home here, the first thing we do for you is we look at the stats for that particular subdivision, because the stats can change. It can be a seller's market in one subdivision and a buyer's market in another. So you really need that information in order to put the best price on the home and not overpay for a home. So that's why it's important to know these stats. This is why I go over them with you, so you have a better understanding of what that means to you when putting an offer in on a home. So the median price range here in the Berkshire Forest area is $372,500, and that's a 17% decrease year over year. So as you can see from the farms, we didn't have that big of a decrease in the list to sale price. Here we do. So as I mentioned, it can change from subdivision to subdivision, and that's going to help you in negotiating a better price for yourself. And now if we look at the other important stat, is the list to sale price, which means how much is a seller getting according to his list price. So for instance, again, going back to that, if it's 100, if this said 100%, that means that sellers are most likely getting the asking price or above. But here in Berkshire Forest, the list to sell price is 96.8%, and that's a 3.2% decline year over year. So now we're going to take a look at homes that are available in the Berkshire Forest, and you're going to get a combination of older homes here. You might get newer homes here. Again, 𝗏𝗁𝗍𝗔, the newer homes are built by 𝗏𝗁𝗍 in this area. So let's take a look at one that's a little bit of an older home, so you can see what you get in an older home here. So these are the types of homes that you can get here in Berkshire Forest. And I think I mentioned it, the HOA in Berkshire Forest is 102. And remind me to show you the amenities. Forgot to do that earlier on. I'm going to be showing you the amenities as well. And this is what you can get in Berkshire Forest. That's one of the homes that are available. Oops, sorry. And this is another one. This one's listed at $547,900. And this is a new build, new construction. And this is the amenity center. I know I didn't show it to you on the map, which I will. I want to show you where it's located. But this is an updated photo. When I show you the aerial, you're not going to be able to see the lazy river. It was not, it's an older image, so you're not going to see it, but I'm glad that they have it here in the photo so you get an idea what that looks like. They do have a playground, basketball, tennis court, all pickleball. But this is what you can get for $547,000. Then you have another home here at $499,000. And this is a resale. Don't mean to breeze by these so quickly, but again, we can do this on a Zoom call and I can show you everything that's available in the area. But I just want to give you an idea of what you can get here. And you can get a home, again, an older home here or a newer home, depending on what you're looking for. For instance, this one right here, it looks interesting to me because it doesn't look too cookie cutter, and I just love the brick facing of this. This one's listed at $465,000. I'm sorry. You can see the tall ceilings there in the living room, and I love the sunroom. And this is a nice shot of the pool area and the amenities that you get in Berkshire Forest. So I just want to show you where the amenities is real quick before we move on to the next neighborhood. So the amenities would be, so this is Berkshire Forest, and this would be where your amenities is. So depending where you're located in Berkshire Forest, you can take a golf cart. You'd be, you're minutes away to the amenity center. And as I mentioned, this is an older image, so the lazy river wasn't installed yet, but you do have access to this little lake here. So really nice community. So the next community we're going to take a look at, and this is going to be our third community of the 7 communities that we're going to be looking at right now today, and it is the parks at Carolina Forest. And this is a D.R. Horton community, and this one's going to be smacked right in the middle of the last 2 that we took a look at, which was the farm at Carolina Forest and Berkshire, which is on this side. So it's smacked in between. Again, this is an older satellite image, so it's going to show you an older image here, but this is all built up already. This area is completed. I will overlay some drone footage for you so you can take a look at those, what the homes look like here and the amenities. The amenity center is right here, and just talking about the amenity, you're going to be getting a community pool, a clubhouse, a playground, tennis court, golf cart is allowed in this neighborhood. The HOA is $100 a month, and we're going to be discussing what the median price range is right now. They just completed, D.R. Horton just completed all their phases within this community. All this is done. This is an older image again. So they completed this whole area, but there are about 4 or 5 homes that are resale, that people are reselling in this neighborhood, which we're going to be taking a look at in a little bit. But as we discussed in the last 2 neighborhoods, you're going to be close to all the shopping. The schools are going to be the same as in Carolina Forest. In the farms at Carolina Forest, you're going to be going to the Ocean Bay Elementary School, which is right here, and the middle school. I get that always mixed up. This is the middle school and this is the elementary school up here. But anyway, you're gonna be going to those 2 schools, and you're gonna be going to the Carolina Forest High School, which again is located closer to 501, which is on this side right here. So 501 is here, and the high school is here. So you do have to drive to the high school. The high school's right here. So you are going to have to drive to the high school, but that's where the parks is located, right over here. And again, you're going to have access to the same shopping, amenities, not amenities, but shopping and hospitals, and access to the Myrtle Beach area. You'll be minutes away from the beach as well. So on and so forth. Won't keep this portion that long, because it is the same amenities and attractions and shopping as the first 2 neighborhoods. And if we look at the market stats for the parks at Carolina Forest, the median price range is $420,000, and that's a decrease of 0.7% year over year. This is a D.R. Horton community. And let's take a look at some of the homes that are currently available in the market here. You have, I believe you have 4. Let's take a look at this one. This is listed at $584, a little over $584,000. It is a 5-bedroom, 4-bath home, and it's 4,000 square feet, a little over 4,000 square feet. So it's a pretty big home. You get that extra garage for your golf cart. And you get the high ceilings here with the windows up top. So this is a pretty big, spacious home. So that's what you can get at this price point in the parks at Carolina Forest. Let's take a look at this one here, which is listed at $429,000. So this one actually is the only one that's a new construction that's still available. This was D.R. Horton's model home, and where they had their offices in, because a lot of times in these communities, these new build communities, they built a model home and they run the D.R. Horton, the sales office from that model home, and this is it right here. So they're selling the model home in the parks at $429,000, and it's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home, and the square footage is 1,700 square feet. Now this one, I believe, is a resale. So this is a resale in the parks. So this is what you can get at, what's the price point on this again? This is $429,000, and I want to show you their amenity center real quick. This one has a photo of it. This is their lazy river, really nice amenity center. They do have a great one here, and you have a boat launch there, a kayak launch if you like. So yeah, that's another one that's available. Let's look at one more. Let's look at this one here. This one is available for $414,900. It is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath home, and the square footage on this is 2,271. And the good thing is, as you can see, they do allow the PVC privacy fencing. In a lot of these communities, new build communities, they don't allow the PVC fencing. And if they do, you cannot put it, if you're facing, if you have a water view, you can't put the PVC fencing. You got to put the black iron gates that are about, I want to say 3 feet tall, because you can't block the view of the water. But here you can have that privacy fence if that's what you're looking for. So there you have it. On to the next one. All right, so working our way to the next community, again, working our way from the lowest medium price point to the highest. We are at Waterbridge. Waterbridge is one of my favorite communities because it has one of the craziest amenity centers. It's one of the biggest in South Carolina, and you have acres and acres of lakes here and beautiful sight lines. I mean, wherever you go, wherever you look, you feel like you're in your own separate little world here. Really nice area to live in, and one of the reasons being is the amenities. Now in here you're going to have multiple builders. You're going to have custom home builders here. You're going to have Chesapeake Homes, and you're going to have a 𝗃𝗊𝗁 community that's currently being built up towards the back end of the neighborhood. And this is a gated community. You're going to have access to the pool, the clubhouse, playground, tennis courts, bocce ball court. And the HOA here is $135 per month, but they bill it to, I think they bill it quarterly, so you have to pay quarterly. But let's take a look at what it has to offer, and just to give you an idea of where it's located, let me just clean that up there. So the other couple of communities that we looked at, the Farms was located here, Berkshire was located here, and the Parks was located, where are you? The Parks was located here, and now Waterbridge is located right here. So same thing applies as the other videos. You're going to have the same access to all your shopping down International Drive and 501. We won't go through that again and bore you with that, but you're going to be close to the beach as well. But let's take a look at Waterbridge a little bit more in detail. If we zoom on in, this phase right here, I do have another video where I go over everything there is to know about the Waterbridge community, but I'll show you really quick here. This is phase 1. This is where all your custom homes are going to be. This right here is phase 2. This is where the Chesapeake Homes are building, and then you have 𝗃𝗊𝗁 now building in this side. All this is built up already. Actually, most of this, they're starting this phase right here now. They completed this phase over here, so they're selling pretty quickly, and I'll tell you why. The reason why the homes here are selling quickly is because you can get into this gated community with this amenity center, which I'm going to show you in a bit. You can get in there for as low as $382 on a new build home in this section of Waterbridge right here in the 𝗃𝗊𝗁 section. So it's always all about location, location, location. You can get in really affordable in this community, in this phase here. Here in the Chesapeake, the median price range is going to range between $580 and $610, whereas the 𝗃𝗊𝗁, the median price range is going to range about between $420 and $430. And then right in here, the median price range in the custom phase community, where you have multiple builders, what people have done in this phase right here is they buy the lot. They have bought the lot, and then they had custom builders come and build on that lot. So if we zoom on in here, you can get a better view. So for instance, this is a lot right here that you can purchase. There's still a lot of lots available if you want to build a custom home, and you just get your builder and they can come and build you a custom home. That's why all the homes in this particular area all look different. And what I love a lot about this community as well is the bridge, this little bridge that takes you across It's a wooden bridge, really nice. And anytime I go there, I see the kids walking around the neighborhood. I mean, it's just a really, really safe environment for kids as well. And if we zoom on into the amenity center here, this is the amenity center here. You're going to have an Olympic-sized pool here, and all these pools connect here. And you have a walk-up bar here where you can bring your beers or your liquor, and you can serve yourself. There are no bartenders on duty there. You are your own bartender, but they do have fridges there where you can store your liquor and your beer and cool off underneath the shade. Right under here, you can go in there, and the bar's right underneath there. You can cool off with your adult beverages. But they do have a fitness center right in here. Right here is where the fitness center is. So a really, really nice area. And this is where the clubhouse is. They have that nice little library there, and I believe a pool table and a ping pong table. And then right in here, they have a kitchen. So if you want to, say for instance, you want to have a party, you can go in there, and you don't want to cook at home, or heat your food. You can come in here and prepare your food, heat your food, and all that good stuff, and have a pool party right in this community. And all for $135. The HOA is $135 per month, so not bad when you get all this. Plus you get 24/7 security. If we zoom on in here, this is what the security gate looks like right here. So this is the security gate. There's two of them actually. There's one on this end, and then there's another one. If we zoom, there's another entryway right in here. This is the other gate. It lets me drop a pin there. There we go. And this is the other gate here. So this is one of the reasons why I love this community. It's gated. You get tons of amenities at a decent price point. So now let's look at what the medium price point is in Waterbridge. So the median price range for all the phases is $527,500, and that's at a 5.5% increase year over year. And as I mentioned, the only school that's going to change in here is the middle school. The middle school is rated an A here, the 10 Oak Middle School. And I'll show you the reasons why. That school is right here. So it's at the base of Waterbridge. The school is located right here, and Waterbridge is right here, the entry. You can actually take a golf cart and drop your kid off at the middle school. But unfortunately, you are going to have to drive to the elementary and the high school, because the elementary school is going to be the same one that we spoke about before, which is Ocean Bay Elementary. And then you have your high school on this side of Carolina Forest, which I mentioned before. It's right here. So now let's look to see what homes are currently available in Waterbridge. So if we look at Waterbridge here, we're going to start with the most expensive home that's available in Waterbridge. It's this one. It's $1.1 million. This is the type. So this is in the custom phase of Waterbridge. This is a complete custom build home for $1.1 million. Tons of windows. Holy cow. I've never seen that many windows in my life. Nice water view. So this is what you can snatch at close to 1.2 million. This is another custom home in Waterbridge. This was listed at just under $1 million. Now let's look at something in the lower price point. See, these are all custom. These are all in phase one. They are actually, you do have builders, private builders building custom homes here. For instance, this one is currently being built. In phase one of Waterbridge. Now let's look at some of the more affordable price ranges. So we'll go from low to highest. So as I mentioned, in Waterbridge in the D.R. Horton section in phase 3, you can get a home for $387,000. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. The square footage is 1,400 square feet. So you can get into something like that and enjoy all the amenities that this is the walk-up bar right here I was speaking of. And they have the wet bar here, and they have refrigerators there where you can keep your drinks cool. This gives you a better feel of I forget to mention also, they do have parking for your boats and in your RVs. And let me show you that really quick. They have a section right in here. So if you do have a boat or a trailer, they have a section, a storage where you can store your RV and your boats right here. But going back to the homes that are currently available here, let's look at another one. These are all D.R. Horton homes. So for instance, you can get a 4-bedroom home for $442 in phase 3. So just imagine having access to a gated community and that type of amenities, especially if you have kids. It's pretty much, they can't beg for vacations because you are in a vacation. It's going to feel like you're in a vacation resort. So it's kind of like, it's got like a staycation kind of feel place, you know? So the kids cannot complain when living in this community. So the next community we're going to take a look at is actually right next to the Waterbridge community, and it is also a gated community. This is an older image, so homes have been built all along here as of March of 2024. Now they're starting up this phase right here. They're starting to build in this phase, which we're going to be looking at a couple of homes that are available. We have resale homes that are available here and brand new construction, but this is again sandwiched between Waterbridge area and the farms. So just let me zoom on out here and give you a complete view. But this was the farms here. This was Waterbridge right here. You had Berkshire Forest on this side. You had the parks here. And now you have Indigo Bay right along here. So now if we zoom on in, just want to give you a better view. They do have a nice decent sized pool. This is their amenity center here. They do have this all built up. They have a boat launch here. This is like I believe it's a 50-acre lake, and they do have a kayak launch here. They do have a dog park right along here. You'll see that from some of the photos of the listings that I'm about to show you. You'll be able to see that in its completion. And I'll be sure to throw some drone footage up there for you as well of the area. But now let's go over the HOA. So the HOA, the monthly HOA is $95 in this area, and the median list price currently is $609,000. The list to sell ratio is 97.8%. So that gives you an idea that this is, again, we were working our way from the lowest price point to the highest. So now we're getting a little higher in the price points. So now let's look to see, and talking about the schools are going to be the same. You're going to be going to Ocean Bay Elementary, which is rated an A, and 10 Oak Middle, and Carolina Forest High School, which is rated an A-. But let's take a look at, and I won't go over all the shopping because, you know, as in the other communities, the other videos, the other sections of this video, We went over that already, where all the shopping is going to be, your hospitals and all that good stuff. The most important thing that I want to show you is what homes are currently available on the market. And as I mentioned, Ryan Homes is starting up their next phase, and this is one of the homes they have available. It is listed a little over $489,000. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, and the square footage is just under 2,000. So these are the types of homes that they are building there. Ryan is building. Currently, you have the nice 𝗃𝗁 ceilings. There's a nice modern feel to it. But that is one of the homes that they're currently building. There is another one here, I believe. This one right here is also listed at $492, a little over that. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and it's 1,898 square feet. And this is another style of home that they're currently building there. Again, the other one had white cabinets. This one has the darker cabinets. You can see. Now let's look at a couple of resales in the area. Let's take a look at this one first. This one is a 5-bedroom, 3-bath home, and it's 2,911 square feet. So this one has a nice open feel to it as well. Plenty of lights, nice pantry with the built-in shelves. Let's see if they have photos of, oh, nice shower. That's a pretty nice shower. I like that. I want to see if they have pictures of the amenity center. So you get a picture of that. So this is the amenity center right here. And this is the kayak launch. And that's the pool, the area view of the pool. Okay, now let's take a look at one more resale and move on to our next neighborhood. Let's take a look at this one here. Is listed at $615. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. It's 2,162 square feet. This one is currently a resale. This one does have a water view, I believe. But that's what you can get in the Indigo Bay area up. You know what? Let's take a look at one more. This one right here is listed at $574. It's 4-bedroom, 2-bath home, and it's a corner lot. This is the dog park I was mentioning before. Nice size pool. But anyway, that's what you can get in this area in Indigo Bay. And as we work our way to the last two communities, again, working our way up from the lowest medium price point to the highest. Let's get to the next community now. The next community we're going to take a look at is also a gated community, and it's called Carolina Waterway Plantation. And this one is really special in that it sits right on the intracoastal. So if you like boating and you like jet skiing, you're going to have access to the intracoastal, where you're going to be able to. Before I get to that, let me just show you where the community is. Right, so this is the community right here. Right in here. So that is the waterway, Carolina Waterway Plantation, and the intracoastal's right here. So you're smacked right by the intercoastal right there. And if we zoom on out, so you're going to be just east of the other communities that we took a look at. You're going to be right here, right along River Oaks Drive. Still, you're going to be in very close proximity to all your shopping again on International Drive and 501, but you're going to have access to this intracoastal. And the good thing about this community is that they do have a ramp right here where you can set your jet skis and your boats out, and they do have a boat storage and a RV storage right on site as well. And to the left here, they have a pickleball court and tennis court as well. And the only drawback is their amenity center is not as big. They do, offer you a pool and a clubhouse and a fitness center, but it's not as luxurious as the Waterbridge. Again, I'm biased to Waterbridge. I just love their amenity centers there, but they do offer you at least boat access, ramp access to the intracoastal. And in case you don't know, the intracoastal leads all the way out to the ocean up north. So you can take the intracoastal, you can take your boat all the way. It's a bit of a ride, but you have an outlet here where it takes you out into the ocean. So a lot of people don't realize that, but yes, you have access to the ocean right from the intracoastal. And the only thing that's going to change here is that the elementary school that you're going to go to when you do reside in this community is called River Oaks Elementary, and River Oaks Elementary is rated an A- according to niche.com. That's the only thing that's going to change. The other schools, you're going to be going to the middle school, you're going to be going to Ten Oak Middle and Carolina Forest High School from there. So now let's look at the median sale price in Carolina Waterway Plantation. So as of March of 2024, it is $685,000, and that is a decrease of 34.8% year over year. And if we look at the list to sale price, it is at 100%, which means most sellers that are selling a home in this community are getting at asking price. So that's something to take into consideration when you decide if you want to purchase a home here. And one more thing I wanted to tell you, they do have lots still available in this area. You do have homes that back up into the intracoastal and have their own boat dock. So if that's something that you're looking for, you want to purchase the lot and build and have your home built on this area, you can have a custom builder come and build yourself a home to your specifications. If you're really that into water, you want to have your own private dock, it's a good way to go. But this is what that looks like here. So now let's look to see what homes are currently available here. So you have a home. Let's start from lowest to highest. This one is listed at $575,000. It is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home, and the square footage is 2494. So really quick, let's take a look to see what this one looks like here. So this one's close to the intracoastal. Doesn't back up to the intracoastal, but still close enough in walking distance. So this is the type of home you can buy, a resale home there. Let's take a look at this one here. So this one, I believe, is a new construction. No, I believe this is a resale. I'm not sure. Let me just check the description, because you do have builders that yep, this is a new construction. You do have builders that buy the lot and just build a home on there and then they sell them, obviously. But this is one that's currently under construction, and this one is listed at $795,000. You have a nice little garage for your golf cart there. This one is a resale. Nice. Let me see the patio there. There's a massive bedroom. All right. So this one is listed at $595,000. Let's take a look at their most expensive home. Let's look at their most expensive home here, and it's listed. This is a A new construction listed at close to $1.7 million. Now this is what it's going to look like. This home is to be built, or they are currently building it. So if you have any questions, again, reach out to us, call us, text us, email us. We're always available. We'll set up that Zoom call for you and really go over exactly what you're looking for and kind of narrow down. I hope this video as a whole has helped you narrow down where you would like to live in Myrtle Beach. But yeah, that's one that's available for just under 1.7. And let's take a look at just one more in the area. This one is listed at 1.5 million. So this one does back into the intracoastal, as I was mentioning before. You can even have a pool back there if you like, and have your own private pool like the home right next to this one. But yeah, this one does have its own deeded dock. Beautiful. Imagine waking up and having your coffee right there in the balcony. That's awesome. All right, so that one's listed at $1.5 million, a little over that. So now we're going to move on to the last and final community. All right, so the last community that we're going to take a look at is the most expensive in terms of the median price point. Again, we started from the lowest and now we're at the highest here. This is also a gated community within Myrtle Beach's Carolina Forest area. It is an amazing area here. It's going to have access to the intracoastal as well. Just so you know, the last one that we took a look at, the Carolina Waterway Plantation, was located right next door to the 𝗬𝗂𝗶𝗶 Plantation, which is right here. This one is going to also have access to all the shopping close by. Just let me zoom on out and give you an idea of where it's located. This is where 𝗬𝗂𝗶𝗶 is located, and this is where Carolina Waterway Plantation is located. So they're right next to each other, but they both have access to the intracoastal here. And you're going to have, again, access to all your shopping all along here. You're going to be divided by the Highway 31 and all that good stuff. So you're going to be conveniently located in a gated community. So we zoom on in. I just wanted to show you what their amenity center looked like. So here you're going to have a gated community, as I mentioned, access to the intracoastal community pool, clubhouse. I'll put some drone footage up there for you as well. And the monthly HOA fee here is $135 a month. And I don't think I mentioned that the HOA fee for Carolina Waterway Plantation, and that was $130 a month, if I'm not mistaken. But this one is $135 a month. And you have access to this great amenity center here. You're going to have a clubhouse, pool, tennis court, basketball court. They have a nice little bridge here where you can walk across, but this is awesome. This is an awesome area. Just to show you what the gates in the front look like, I'll give you a quick view of that. So when you go on in, oops, there we go. So this is what the entryway looks like here. So it is gated, as I mentioned, a gated community. But you are going to have access to this great amenity center here. And you're going to be on River Oaks Drive. So you can take River Oaks Drive from one end to the other. To International Drive, your public stores here, and to 501 on the other side. And you're going to be close to the beach. The beach is right there. So the schools that you're going to be going to if you live your kids are going to be going to if you live in this community is River Oaks Elementary, Ocean Bay Middle, and Carolina Forest High School. Now you're also going to have access to, in this community, you're going to have access to the intracoastal via the public ramp. Boat ramp is right there, and that gives you access to the intracoastal. They also have on-site storage for your boats and RVs right here. So that's pretty convenient and a great way to not have to worry where you're going to store your boats. But now let's take a look at what is available in this area here. And we're going to start with the most expensive one. This one right here is listed at a little over $2.1 million. This one has to face the waterways. The ones that face the waterways are typically the most expensive. This one has a pool. This is just unbelievable. Check out this monstrosity of a house. Holy cow. So just so you know, the median price range within Carolina Waterway Plantation, it's $777,000 is the median price point. And the listed sale price is at 100%. Just to give you an idea, as I mentioned, we work from the lowest to the highest. So now we're at the highest price point, median price points. But I love the way this looks, but a little bit out of my price point. So let's look at something let's just take a quick look at these other $1 million homes here. But let's look at something a little bit more reasonable at the lowest to highest. So this one here is listed at just under $600,000. This one is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath home. So you can get something. You don't have to be a millionaire to live here. You could get something as cozy as this and still enjoy a gated community with lots of amenities. Let's take a look at one more reasonable one. Let's take a look at this one here. This one I have seen in person. I've shown this to a client of mine. It's listed at $649,000, a little over that. This one is a really, really pretty house. I liked it. It really is a nice home. I mean, you have to see it in person. Really nice. And what I liked the most about this home was the fact that you have like a nice little separated garage in the back. Let's see if they show photos of it. This right here is my favorite. So you have a little deck in the back, and then this is your garage. So it's separated from the home, and obviously you come around the back end of the home and park your vehicle in the garage. But that's something that I really liked. So there you have it.